All right.
Yeah.
All right, so over on the blue side, we have Toxic Takeover playing the top lane. In the jungle, we have H2O Melon. In the mid lane, the Toxic carry. At 80 carry, we have Always Anxious, and at support, NM Kickboxer. For the red side team, we have top side. We have the top Lucian in Falco McGarry. Nice back so jam playing in the jungle. In the mid lane, Hukin. Demonic Drake playing the Ezreal in the bot lane, as well with Sidor playing at support. So I'm just make sure we're at, I just pause it just now at 5 seconds.
5 seconds, 5 seconds. Wait. Oh. Fuck, I'm at 12. Okay, just go to 12.
I'll go to 12. Okay, I'm at 12.
Alright.
Right.
Count it down.
Yeah, on 1. 3, 2, 1, and we're in, and we should be synced, and we're good to go. Alright, so both these side teams, we have the composition on the blue side, Maokai going in the top, Scion jungle, which is spicy. We have the Yasuo playing in mid lane, so solo queue, so we'll see how well that works. Twitch, very good AD carry right now, and Nami there for the peel. Over for the teams on the red side, again, we have that Lucian playing in the top. That'll be a very interesting play against the Maokai. We'll see how that goes. Falco McGarry, normally an 80 carry main anyway, playing top lane for LE All-Stars, so maybe that was just him going, well, Uni did it, I'm going to do it because I'm actually 80 carry, so we'll see what happens there. Gragas playing in the jungle. The mid laner is Castle Win, and here we go for a little bit of an invade now. They're looking to get up one target here. He's going to pick that up. That Cassidy is going to pick up the first blood as that is melted early on right away. H2O Melon is trying to pick up a kill post-death, but it's not going to happen, so the Scion jungle is going to be at a disadvantage to start the game.
Scion jungle, alright. This will be fun to watch.
Yeah, this will be...
I feel like it's terrible, but...
Yeah. I feel like it'll be pure cancer. Going back over the team cons over the rest of the blue team at the bottom side. Drake is playing the Ezreal, very strong poke champion right now, and Sidor playing that Braum once again in another game because he plays tanks. I don't, if anyone's ever wondered, but here we are. So
and that's a sick Yasuo skin.
Yeah,
holy shit. Fuck, he looks like Juggernaut from Dota.
Definitely looks
so
there.
dope.
I don't know what Drake was firing that Q at, but Slider's going to be taking a bunch of damage here, so a little bit of a poor level 1 trade.
Yeah, they just got dicked on. But Falco McGarry playing Lucian. I feel like this guy's trying to be Huni. And I heard he played that this weekend, actually.
Yes, he did, and it was awesome. But it was actually because it was a specific counter pick to, what's his name? Pirate guy. Oh my gosh.
Gangplank?
Gangplank, thank you. A specific counter pick to Gangplank because every barrel was just double tapped every single time, so those barrels went away quick, and it was actually a very, very good pick because Huni just dominated playing the top Lucian. But yeah, Falco McGarry meaning here on his own. But again, basically a 80 carry main role swapping to top, so he's just actually playing a champion he's comfortable on anyway, so if it remains meta for him, he'll play it and probably do pretty well.
Man, I never got to actually play against him in LAN because I don't think he ever went to tournaments when... I think he was Shoutcaster when I first heard about him.
Yeah, he was
Shoutcaster
before, and he's played a long time ago.
And then I hated League of Legends, so I didn't play, but then he was playing on All-Stars, right?
Yeah, he was playing All-Stars in the last baseline. Oh, H2O Melon's going for a gank towards that Lucian. He's going to get knocked up. The Flash coming for the Maokai. There's too many members here. Falco McGarry's actually going to be able to pick up 1 kill, so you'll take the 1 for that when you were dealing with a gank coming from the other side.
Yo, fight him.
Back so jam now here fighting H2O Melon. He's going to be able to just force him off, so kills being traded by the top laners as the junglers now just back off from each other. So good job by the Lucian to be able to pick that up here. Now we're seeing Sidor come in and try to put in some aggression over to the enemy side, but for the most part, they're just going to take up. Oh, H2O Melon sticking around still. Back so jam looking for the counter invade, or rather the invade, is able to do a lot of damage and force him off and to back. This bot lane now trading some damage here, but you know that Nami's going to heal up most of it, so it's not a positive trade likely going to be happening for the red side as they're just going to continue to take some more damage, but it's gonna go back and forth for a while. This honestly, this lane's gonna be mostly Resident Sleeper if Auto Director keeps wanting to look at it. But
yeah.
Yeah, not a whole lot happening. Look at him try to trade, and nothing happens. Oh
Nice.
yeah, Relic Shield proc.
Yeah. Oh, ho, ho! Tops in the chat for that one, boys.
This the more interesting lane. Of course, Lucian top is able to trade some damage. Oh, unfortunately takes a tower hit there actually, so he's gonna be negative on that trade.
Me and my boy Dylan, the guy that I play Dota with, he was actually saying, he's like, yo, we should go play some League, and we should fucking play our 10 placements and see where we start, because I've been playing Dota, I think, for the last, 4 or 5 months now, pretty much every day straight, so... there's this other guy, our friend Durs, he's never played League of Legends before, but I have a level 30 account.
Yeah.
So I told him, I was like, let's go, you can jump on my level 30.
You'll probably be fine.
We'll play League of Legends.
Just don't try to deny. That's
yeah, true.
You don't have to try to deny.
He's like hella good. So I told him, I was like, we should get the boys to get in. We'll flex queue and we'll see how we do. Yeah. That'd be hella funny.
That'd be fun. That'd be cool. That'd be a cool little series. Dota players playing League of Legends. Like, put that on YouTube. That'd be good. So here comes the gank coming from Backstone Jam.
He's dead.
The flashing coming out on the other side. They're gonna have to find that Nom. He's gonna go down really
low.
Demonic Drake is able to pick up that first kill. So a very good gank by Backstone Jam. As there's no answer from the Scion Jungle, because Scion Jungle is doing it.
Always anxious with the 20 IQ heal right there, boys. She would have lived, I think. I feel like she would have lived if he actually would have helped.
Oh, the Lucian ult whiffed, but it does some damage. You'll take it, I suppose. Sidor now looking to play aggressive onto H2O Melon, as Drake is now trying to follow up as much damage as he can. He's actually doing a very, very good job. The Ignite is going to come out, so H2O Melon is
Drake,
real low, but so is Sidor now on the other side. Oh, that Q's going to miss, so it's not going to be any damage here.
Oh no,
Sidor could actually
dead.
be punked up here.
Oh my God!
Backstone Jam has made his way back. Sidor is actually going to stick around because they want to get always anxious, and they do. Backstone Jam's going down, and it is now 4-for-1 advantage for the red side.
Damn. That was actually good by Sidor. I kind of wanted him to play Thresh just because that's my favorite character, but...
I don't know if he plays a lot of Thresh.
I guess
off the top of my head.
okay.
Yeah, he plays a lot of brand supports, actually like his signature pick, but...
yeah. I remember at Baseline we played against him, and he played Brand against me. I played Zyra and shit on him, but too loud, I'm just shitting though. I shit talk all the time, but these guys are all my boys, Baseline was actually not gonna lie, I think Baseline 31, not last year's, the year before. I think that was actually a top 5 moment of my life so far, honestly. Because how much fun I had with just seeing everyone there and shitting on Mel's team.
You and Nempo popping off was a highlight for sure.
Yeah,
fucking Nempo breaks his headset
Nempo fucking smashed his headset. I'm yelling at the kids behind me. Yeah, that was actually really. Those were really good times. I kind of miss going to Baselines, but.
Hey, life goes on. You move on. Things, exciting things happen in the future. We'll
Yeah, that's true.
I'm gonna be. I don't know if you heard me and Globus and all of them put together a team where we're trying to play. I'm taking over, trying to be the new Slacks for this team at support.
Yeah,
let's
do it, dude.
Bot lane, so
nice, man.
Fun.
Yeah, I mean that Baseline. I was that was when I was playing top, because I actually played with Sidor Break, and then Josh asked me to join his team because I was I kind of was chilling with Josh back then. Me and Josh were good friends, and then so I kind of dipped out on their team. Kind of felt like a dick for that one, but oh well.
But you did what you had to do. As now we saw a good trade over by the bot lane. Drake and Sidor putting down a ton of damage onto Always Anxious here, who's not having a good time in this lane currently. Twitch sometimes, if you don't go hard early, you lose a lot through the mid game, and Toxic Carry is going to put down that Yasuo ult onto Hukin. He's trying to make something happen. It's not going to happen there. With Sidor ult's going to put down here now. Always Anxious to go down real low, so Drake's going to pick up another kill. Now it's at 2-0-2. Very good job for Sidor to start that engage. Meanwhile, Falco McGarry is fighting over in the top lane. He's taking some auto. He's going to put out his ultimate to zone off Toxic Takeover. He's actually now got a damage advantage, so he's actually going to go back in and continue this fight. But Toxic Takeover comes back. The ultimate's going to come out. He tries to flash his way out of it. He's going to dash over to the other side. Both players are very, very low. Baxo Jam is here now to help support his top laner. The ultimate's going to come. It's going to be a good hit. He's got nowhere left to go here. He's going to try to just get a kill to salvage his lane. Baxo Jam's going to pick up that kill there. Meanwhile, Hukin's going to pick up a kill in the mid lane, while the red side team is also taking the bot lane tower here. So everything looking red side over here on this game. H2O Melon is trying to zone them off, but he's just going to take half his life as payment for doing so. So great job by the red side team to pick up now a 3.5 gold lead. Or sorry, 3.5 1,000 gold lead.
Oh, they're going in on Drake, but he's terrible.
Yeah, here goes H2O Melon, that champion. Not a great jungler. Doesn't succeed in that gank at all. In that lane gank, Drake was able to just have just enough mana to be able to jump out of there and be perfectly fine. So
nice. Well, with that, I feel like this game is free. I am off. I have to go now. Well, but it was fun. You should definitely message me if you're gonna.
Yeah,
I'd be hella down.
At the very least, I want to do this every Tuesday, and then maybe more. So we'll go from there, dude. Thanks for stopping by, Slacks. We'll see you next time. Again, everyone, check out facebook.com, position1gg for stuff coming out from Slacks. We'll see you next time, dude.
All right, yeah, appreciate it, brother. See you later.
See you later. While I was talking there, Hukin was able to pick up another kill onto the Yasuo, so his score is going to improve to a 3-0 as he stacks up that Dark Seal and continues to flex and be super great on that Casa win, as everything is looking red side team in this game so far. So good job by Hukin to pick up a solo kill. He's going to continue to push in the lane and enjoy the advantage that he's created for himself, because really the Toxic Harry can't do anything to him at this point. It's just probably a bit too far behind unless he gets help from his jungler. But H2O Melon over on the Scion, sitting at a 0-1-1, has been basically a non-factor this game, maybe even a negative. Always Anxious trying to pick up a kill onto Hukin here. The ultimate's going to come out and it's going to be enough to slow him down, so Always Anxious is going to be able to pick up that kill. So something now going over towards the blue side team. So good job of the team. Like I said, it was going to be really hard to deal with Hukin unless you all did it together. And so the team from the bot side does come over to the mid lane to help them out. And that's exactly what happens. Meanwhile, red team is going to be able to pick out the first turret, so even though they got the kill, they weren't able to get this turret in time, so Drake will enjoy the bonus gold from that, being able to figure out the first brick. But here comes the red side team here trying to answer this blue team taking out the tower. The Toxic Harry still focusing on the tower. Baxo Jam's ultimate was able to take some other people out. The ultimate's going to come out of Lucian. It's going to do some damage, but it's basically going to be mostly a whiff, and he's going to have to back out there now. But the real goal of making sure they didn't take the tower has happened, but here comes the red bot lane now, as they have come from the bot side to join in on this fight. Always Anxious to go down real low. He's almost down, but he's going to be able to barely... No, he doesn't escape. The Ignite is going to be just enough damage for Sidor to pick him off, and now they're looking at taking the mid lane tower. Excellent job by this bot lane of Lineage Esports to come in and do some damage over here as they pull it off with the roam. There's a couple members of them low, so they probably don't want to stay too long here, but Toxic Takeover is trying to push in and make something happen here. He's going to jump in, trying to get after Falcon McGarry. The ultimate is probably going to be enough to pick up one kill at the very least. He's looking over at Falcon McGarry to pick up a second. Here comes NM Kickboxer to try to help that happen. He throws over the the Flash Ignite comes out from the support to secure the kill. So they're going to make at least that happen. And blue team now making a little bit of a comeback. Hukin sees a bunch of low members. You know he wants to put down damage. H2O Melon's going to go down as Demonic Drake comes up with some follow-up damage. But the post-life from H2O Melon is at least going to be able to answer that kill right back. And then we look towards this jungle as a bunch of accidents going to happen. The Nami's going to hit a huge bubble. So that's going to lead to a kill over for Always Anxious. And he gets the shutdown bonus. The ultimate comes out of Toxic Harry. He's going to pick up one more now. Suddenly, it's a 7-10 kill game. It's still in favor of red side, but a bunch of kills going over to the blue side after that exchange, and a lot more now favoring into the blue side as red overreached and overstayed too long in this mid lane when they had the advantage. A great job by this blue team to keep focus and stay on the objective. They still don't have any towers, so really they just picked up some kills and no objectives. So this overall advantage is still going in favor of the red side team as they now carry a 3,000 gold lead. And they're just going to look to rotate now, probably get vision over onto the Drake. It's an Ocean Drake. No one has picked up a dragon yet this game. Yes, you do see the blue side team is now picking over towards it, and so is the red side team. So both teams are now looking over towards that dragon and setting up vision, as Sidor is now over there with the rest of his team to set that up now. But right now we're looking over in the top lane as Falco McGarry is trying to fight Toxic Takeover 1v1. This top Lucian pick not quite working out the way he wanted it to, as this Maokai is getting tanky. As we go back to the bottom lane, the fight is being broken out. Sidor is going to hit an ultimate onto H2O Melon. An ultimate is going to be hit by Baxo Jam as well, so they're going to be able to continue with a ton of damage. He's not going to be able to escape. Drake's going to be able to pick up 1 kill. Baxo Jam is going to pull up the stopwatch, but it's not going to be enough to save him, as H2O Melon is going to pick up a kill post-death, so he at least answers that one as well. So maybe that's the only advantage H2O Melon is trying to get. He's just gonna die and then kill you after dying. That's all he's got. That's his big move. Here comes Toxic Takeover diving over onto Falco McGarry. The turret's gonna come out and be trying to do some damage. It might not be enough, so Toxic Takeover is gonna be able to take out Falco McGarry on that top lane Lucian, and it's not looking super good for that pick. He gets the kill. He has teleport advantage, and he could potentially use it to go off to somewhere, but instead he's just going to stay in this top lane, take a random tower hit, but push in the lane, and then now back off. So good kill by Toxic Takeover over in the top lane. This dragon I mentioned earlier still not taken by anyone, so red side team now looking to get it. I believe there's no vision by the blue side team, so they do not know that the two members of Lineage Esports and Hukin are taking this out. Baxo Jam comes into support, able to put down the smite, secure that dragon, and that first objective, and now they're looking over towards that top side because they potentially want to take the Rift Herald. Excuse me, I'm gonna suddenly have hiccups. Ugh. So, advantage being traded on both sides. Again, despite some kills happening over the blue side, they're still not doing a great job of taking any sort of objectives. They did eventually get that mid lane tower, but H2O Melon not doing a great job of having any sort of objective focus. Because again, all he's doing is picking kills after dying. And here comes Toxic Takeover. He's taking a lot of damage from everyone. Sidor's going to pull out a flash. He tries to get it, to get a couple of auto attacks in, because they're going to get the Q in so they can get a couple of auto attacks in to slow him down. They finally do stop him from slowing down. The ultimate's going to come out of Baxo Jam, so that's going to be another kill going over Demonic Drake as he improves his score to 5-1 and 3. But here comes the rest of the blue team. Sidor is going to go down real low. The ultimate's going to come out of Nami as they try to knock him up and potentially re-engage, but all they're trying to do is protect this tower while the rest of the red team is actually still going to siege it. They're trying to push them poke, but they are going to successfully defend that tower for now, as the rest of the red team is now scattering. The blue team actually want to put on a chase as they're looking for some targets, but they're not going to be able to find them. That might mean they get Rift Herald now for free if they decide to do it, as the red team is now basically mostly backing. We see the red pings coming out looking like, hey, we want to fight for this Rift Herald, so maybe it's not just going to be there for free. We do see Falco McGarry without teleport heading towards that bot lane to try to get all that farm, but a teleport is going to be coming out of Toxic Takeover, so it's not going to be done for him for free. So Demonic Drake and Lucian now have actually swapped lanes. The bot lane is going over towards the top. Both sides have actually swapped lanes here, so H2O Melon is forced to fight off Demonic Drake and Sidor. From the tower. Excuse me. And continue the fight. So Falco McGarry still with us 1v1 on the Lucian. He's trying to make something happen. This Toxic Takeover as he jumps in, but the dash from the Lucian is going to put him to tower range, so Toxic Takeover does have to back off. They're continuing the fight. Looks like Toxic Takeover now is looking to rotate out of here, or just put down a ward and continue pushing in the lane. Both teams now sitting fairly close in gold. You are seeing a 2,000 gold lead over for the red side. Actually, sorry, 3,000 gold lead. So actually, maybe that's a little more significant than I thought, as this ultimate's already come down onto NM Kickboxer. So Drake's going to be able to pick up another kill. Here comes a gank over towards the bottom lane. So Toxic Carry is going to be able to help take out that Lucian. They're looking towards that tower now. The red side team is going to look towards taking the Rift Herald as a consolation prize, which potentially can lead to more towers, but at the very least, the blue side team is looking to take out one tower, as Toxic Takeover is going to tank the hits and not really care too much about it. So they are going to be able to get that tower there. The red team does take the Rift Herald, while Hukin continues to push in the mid lane. So everyone's scattered into different positions. Still 2,000 gold lead. Yeah, now it's down to 2,000 gold lead for the red side team as that tower has finally happened. But they're going to commit 3 members over to the top side is Lineage Esports and Baxo Jam. So they're going to look here and finally take that tower, answer it back, and regain their gold lead. So net advantage for red team as they were able to get the Rift Herald and now a tower as well in exchange for 1 tower that the blue side team was able to take. So overall goes in favor of them. They reestablished their 3,000 gold lead, and objective control remains slightly in their advantage as they've now taken a Drake, and again they have that Rift Herald as Baron. Oh, out of time. As Baron is now going to spawn in 20 seconds, so teams will have to start wanting to get vision of there. That already kind of being pre-established by the red side team, so good job for them establishing the vision where they need it. As we look at this Lucian taking on the blue center. Look at him. Look at him. He wants it. He wants the buff. Give me the buff. Or he's going to let Drake have it. Nope. He's taking it. Alright. So he's going to take that blue buff and use that to have no cooldowns basically on his abilities. Lucian sitting now at a 1-4-4. Going for the Blade of the Rune King build. Trying to pierce some armor. Interesting choice as the tenacity not as good against tanks as straight damages. But he's going to go that route and potentially use that to take care of some of the squishier targets over on the red side, which frankly is a lot of them. Sion, of course, is very tanky. Malphite is pretty tanky, but everyone else is a little bit squishy there. So that's what he wants to go for in here. And we see a fight happening here. Sidor's tanking as much damage as he can, but always anxious is just going to pick up a kill. So he's now 3-3-3. Toxic Carry is now chasing over towards Baxo Jam, who I believe tried to use his ultimate in that last fight, so he doesn't have it currently. Hukin looking over to see the answer, but instead Toxic Takeover is going to stand there and be ready. But mid lane advantage, mid lane priority over towards the blue side as they continue to push it in now and take this tier 2 mid lane turret. They're going to jump onto Hukin. Toxic Takeover is going to try. He's going to put down the ultimate. He's going to have to flash out so that he doesn't take a bunch of damage from everyone else. So it's going to be a successful defense by this red team as they're going to push out the blue side team. Meanwhile, on the bottom side, we do have that Toxic Carry pushing in the lane. So if they're going to continue to chase over this mid lane, Yasuo might be able to do some damage as he split pushes. But instead, actually, he backs off. Red team is going to use the Rift Herald and push it up mid. So there's going to be a little bit of an A round being played out here as both teams are now looking towards this tier 1 mid tower that red wants to take. The Rift Herald's going to be able to do some damage to one. Some ultimate's going to come down. Sidor is going to be able to get a lot of targets with that one. So Dominant Drake is going to be able to pick up 1 kill. The turret's going to go down. So H2O Melon is going to go down right after that. That's a double kill happening now for Drake. So he's going to look at that, and that's looking like Lucian's going to be able to pick up 1 more kill. No, wait, sorry, that was not a kill. That was just the afterlife for H2O Melon. So Demonic Drake does finally pick up that 3rd kill. He's got a triple kill now. Looking to use his ultimate to pick up another one. It's not going to happen, so it's just going to be a 3-4-0 for the red side team. A good job for the carries, doing tons of damage, and a great engage by Sidor and this red side team as they push, and they're able to take 2 towers with that push as they use the Rift Herald to help do that as well. So good job by them. They now look over towards that Win Drake to take that as an additional prize for winning that team fight, and they're sitting with a 6,000 gold lead and sitting pretty now in this game as Falco McGarry continues to take another blue buff, because that's what Lucian's all about. Blue side team is not going to be anywhere near to contest this dragon. They're looking over towards the top side jungle to potentially look towards what they see going on. Lucian trying to take the blue buff, but it is going to go over to Always Anxious on the blue side as he's able to secure it back himself. But that's fine. Oh my gosh. Excuse me. I didn't realize there was. This will be the last game of the day, so again, if you are enjoying this stream, please consider liking these videos, subscribing to this channel. If you're on the YouTube, if you're on Twitch, please consider following my channel as well as subscribing and helping support this young shoutcaster as he tries to make his way into the world. Any support is greatly appreciated. And again, checking out my YouTube video, youtube.com/REJVILLA. You go to the Shoutcasting Talent Reel. Sharing and liking that video will do a lot to help me potentially get my name out there, so I'd appreciate it, everyone, as I continue these shoutcasting practices. So if you're enjoying that, please consider supporting in that way. But back to the action in hand. H2O Melon looking to engage a fight over here in the jungle, but everyone's just gonna peace out They don't want anything to do with it. Meanwhile, split pushing is the Yasuo over on the other side, but that's going to be answered by Baxo Jam, so he's going to make sure that the Yasuo can't do too much damage. When it comes to that, oh my gosh, I can't stop yelling, it's triggering myself. But, I don't mean to suggest I think it's a Resident Sleeper game by yelling so much. I just realize I'm getting tired. I don't get enough sleep, so that's my own fault. So here we go, H2O Melon potentially caught over here. He's going to get a knock-up on 3 members of the red team, but the ultimate is going to come down from Sidor. The ultimate from the other side is going to be blocked by Sidor. So great job by this red team support as he's doing a lot of work to make sure his team can do a lot of engage, but really everyone's going to live with that. The Redemption's going to come down and heal everyone up. Hukin's going to try to jump in, but he just has to jump right back out before he gets caught. Baxo Jam with the ultimate. He puts it down, so H2O Melon's going to go down. It's going to be another kill for Demonic Drake. He's now sitting at 10-1-3. H2O Melon not going to be able to pick up a kill after life this time around, so great job by everyone on the red side team kind of working together to take out H2O Melon, who now is hurt in a 2-5-2 score. They're looking over towards that Baron because the enemy team no longer has a jungler to contest it, so this is basically going to be a free Baron as they continue to push as well on the bot side. The blue team's going to come over here and see if they can answer. And yeah, here they come and try. The Toxic Carry's going to put down that wind wall, try to prevent everyone else from fighting him from on this side. Sidor's going to come out with the least amount of health. Actually, Always Anxious is going to eventually pick up a kill. Lucian's going to try to do as much damage to him as possible to try to take him out. He's going to be doing a ton. Oh! What a wonderful job of the Ezreal to be able to pick up a kill, but a double kill does go over to Always Anxious. But Demonic Drake comes down to the mid lane to pick up a double kill for himself, so that'll be 2 double kills on both sides, and that at least did enough to force the red team off of the dragon. But Demonic Drake now sitting with a 12-1-3 record, him not using the Arcade Ezreal skin, you garbage player. But nice try. I guess being 12-1-3 is pretty good. Whatever, Drake. He was just tweeting it, of course. He told me to make fun of him for not using the correct skin. Because, yeah, who uses this skin? I believe the other day he was actually using it just because I was using Soccer Alistar 1. So he was like, I'll use a soccer skin too. But he told me to flame him for not using Arcade Israel's game. So you got your wish, Drake. I did it, and that is that. So currently now sitting at a almost 7,000 gold lead for the red team, 19-13 in favor of kills for them. They're now pushing in the mid lane towards that inhibitor turret. They're pinging towards the Baron, possibly being the real objective, but they're just trying to get mid lane priority, so they have somewhere to go with that. I should really remember to bring water with me to be beside me for these streams because it's a lot of talking and my throat's starting to hurt. The bubble's going to come out of the Nami, but it's not going to have anyone have the ability to answer. The red waves are now crashing in onto the top side, so looking at this tier 2 top lane turret now, but blue team is all here to defend it as well, so the siege is going to be a little bit of a back and forth trade. Here comes H2O Melon. He comes in with that ultimate. Nami's going to put another ultimate to get as much knockup as possible. Here comes every ultimate from both teams, basically, is Always Anxious to pick up the first kill of the fight. Demonic Drake forced to flash away. Lucian is trying to put down some damage, but he's going to get focused down. A double kill is going to go over Always Anxious. So this Twitch now is popping off as he's at a point where he's just hit a couple items and he's just going to continue to do tons and tons of damage to everyone. Toxic Takeover is continuing on the engage. Sidor is trying to make them disengage. Drake trying to put down as much damage as he possibly can. But they're continuing to fight and chase. They're all slowed down. Demonic Drake, they're all looking at you, boy. You gotta escape or you gotta kill someone. That's your option. And so far, he's able to just get away. As everyone was trying to put in a way to escape, but all the slows coming out were able to slow them down just enough to save Demonic Drake's life. But an engage happening here as Baxo Jam goes in for it. Sidor trying to help protect his team. He's not going to be able to do it. Always Anxious going to pick up another kill, so virtual triple kill here. Actually, virtual quadra kill if you really got the 2 kills from earlier. Demonic Drake is going to pick up the kill on the Toxic Carry as a Yasuo tried to go in on the ultimate as well. They're going to get the real objective. That is the top lane turret. H2O Melon's going to go down as Demonic Drake's going to pick up 1 more kill. And Falco McGarry is going to go down low, but Hukin's going to be able to pick up a kill as well. H2O Melon trying to pick up that post-death kill, and it's not going to happen. So in the end, 3 kills go over to the blue side team. It was 4 in total in this long engage that happened for the blue side team, as Always Anxious has now climbed his way back into this game and back into relevance despite facing a 14-1-4 opponent in this game. So a long fight goes, I guess it wasn't in favor of the blue team as they were able to pick up 4 kills, if you think about it that way, but the amount being answered back being very sufficient for the red side team, it allowed blue side to not actually pick up any objectives after getting those kills. So net gold advantage basically to blue, but probably an overall win for red as no objectives were picked up at all. And now they look towards picking up this Mountain Drake, as Vision is now currently set up for it. But they know they can't just leave it and just do it and let the other team accidentally do Baron. But they have Vision on some of them over now in the mid lane, so they basically know they can possibly do it. Both teams are now looking over towards that Mountain Drake. H2O Melon sitting on here, ready to contest, take out that pink ward, and make sure that the other team no longer has as much vision. Of course, they'll have that Sculler there sitting on it as well. So red team's gonna see this, but I don't know if they can contest it now. Blue team now going over and dealing with this dragon. The ultimate coming out of Demonic Drake, trying to see if he can secure it that way. It doesn't happen. Blue team's gonna be able to take their first dragon of the game. It is a Mountain Drake compared to the Ocean and Wind Drake going over towards the red side. So blue team now rotating over, trying to see if they can set up vision of their own onto this Baron. I'm not sure why NM Kickboxer didn't clear that word. They're just waiting for it. It's possible they didn't see it. It's in the pit. Maybe he didn't see it. But he sees it now as they walk into the pit. So yes, they do clear out those wards and are looking to set up some vision of their own and have some priority over on this lane. But top side is pushing for the red side, so that is a bit of an advantage for them, while they're just going to push back out this middle turret. If they can get both those lanes pushing, they'll have the priority towards the Baron, and we'll see what they use for that. But they got to watch out for this Twitch. Is now sitting at 9-4-3, is at a pretty strong point. Now sitting on 3 items, could potentially do a lot of damage in a lot of these team fights if they let that happen. But red side is pushing in all the towers, like I said, gaining that priority I was just talking about, resetting up some vision everywhere, and looking to set up now for the Baron fight. I don't know if they can start it quite yet, because if they start it, they will get those debuffs that Baron provides for getting hit by it, but they're just trying to bait something here. But they don't know that ward's over there in that bush, so they don't know that they're trying to bait them. So they'll just go back over to the mid lane and push it back out. Blue side top lane is now pushing against them in the other way. A slow push, but it is pushing. So instead they're just going to take on the advantage and start sieging towards this mid lane turret. So they have a bunch of damage here coming out, trying to get the poke to make something happen. Sidor forced the ultimate out to take Toxic Takeover away. Toxic Takeover is going to use his ult as well. Cyan's going to ult straight down the middle. Always Anxious is going to pick up the kill onto Sidor. H2O Melon is going to go down to Falco McGarry. He's going to throw at his ultimate to try to pick up another one. The Toxic Carry, that is the Yasuo, is going to pick up 1 more kill. Hukin's going to pick up 1 more kill the other way, so it's currently sitting at a 2-4-2. Toxic Takeover looking to pick up 1 more kill onto Falco McGarry. He's going to go down real low, but a double kill is going to happen for Hukin, but it's going to be answered back immediately by Always Anxious. So it's just Demonic Drake left over here. Always Anxious looking to pick up 1 more kill. He's going to pop that Guardian Angel. The missed time slightly bubble by NM Kickboxer, but it doesn't matter much as the shutdown is going to come over for this blue team, and that's an ace. That's 2 kills, and they're going to be able to push into that mid inhibitor turret. So that fight that went on extended, going in favor of the Twitch, as they didn't quite have tabs on where he was, and we weren't able to take him out. And a good job for the rest of the blue team to force that situation and force a fight the red team didn't really want to take. So good job for them, as they're behind in goal, but winning these little skirmishes here and there. And now look towards this Baron and setting up vision for it, because it might be one of those games where the team that takes this Baron, whenever it happens, is going to end up winning. But as I mentioned earlier, the blue side wave was finally pushing 4 blue over on the top side, and it's doing some damage to the tier 1 top turret of the red team. So a member is going to have to go answer that, while the blue side team is setting up for the next fight, as they are looking to get this Risk Scuttler and get the vision that way. Toxic Takeover doing a bunch of damage to Sidor. The ultimate's going to come down, so now the rest of the damage is here to potentially answer that the other way. They're going to focus their efforts on hurting Sidor. It's not going to be quite enough, as he's going down low, but he's able to tank a lot of it. Demonic Drake now is putting on tons of damage, as well as Hukin. Here comes the rest of the team on the red side, as they continue to want to take out H2O Melon. He's going to go down finally. Always Anxious steps out of the pocket. He's going to take around half his health, but Toxic Takeover is going to be able to take out Baxo Jam finally, so it'll just end up being a 1-for-1, as the blue team is now looking to hard engage, as the tank that is Sidor is left really, really low on the red side team, so they're forced to just run away while this blue team pushes down mid. So they have lane priority now, and they're looking at that Baron as they ping things out. They're going to push down some wards and actually just slide on over to the top lane and take out that tier 1 top turret. Finally get that as a reward. Even up the turrets for both teams, getting those objectives back slowly in their favor, while Yasuo proxies the top lane. The rest of his team pushing the minions. Back and forth action here. It has become anyone's game. 26 to 23 kills in favor of the red team. About a 4,000 gold advantage still enjoyed by the red team, but it feels closer than that, as every team fight has been pretty back and forth. They have a big front line, does this blue side team, and less of a front line happening for the red side, so that's been basically the difference in these fights. It has allowed Always Anxious to continue to put down tons of damage while in the safety behind his tank line. There was that moment where he stepped out of the pocket, like I mentioned earlier, and did take half his health, but was able to back off in time before he died and really got punished for it. He does have a Bloodthirster, I believe, so he just heals, or sorry, the Blade of the Ruin King, so he's able to heal back up some life after lifesteal. So if you don't burst him down all the way, he's just going to be able to get back to a healthy state shortly after. So now we're at this blue side team as they continue to rotate towards mid. They've got, towards bot, as they have mid lane priority already, and that's pushing in towards the other side. So they rotate towards this bot lane. The red side team can't do too much about it, and now they're looking towards the Elder Drake, which would be a spicy take right now with 5 of them still up and the entire red team right here. But here comes an engagement, here comes a fight. The Lucian ult's going to come down, put as much damage as he can to the front line. Sidor is going to ult up and try to put damage there as well. The Toxic Carry is going to pull out his ult, so Always Anxious is going to be able to follow that up and pick up a kill, but so does the Toxic Carry, so that's going to be a 2-for-0 so far. More damage going on to the Ezreal, so that's not someone you want to take a lot of damage, as he's one of the main carries of this team. The Demonic Drake's actually able to end up picking up a kill with a nicely placed Q, but Hukin as well is going to be able to do that. Finally, Always Anxious goes down. A big shutdown bonus going over towards that Cassidon, but the counter engage is now happening as Hukin is going to go down to the Yasuo. The Yasuo player is trying to put everything out. He's going to pick up a double kill. He's going to pick up a triple kill now, I believe. Huge ultimate, huge play by the Yasuo player, as he now sits at 7, 6, and 5. Those 3 kills being almost half his kills already in this game, and they're going to look towards this Elder Drake now and slowly push towards potentially having the first gold lead of the game for this blue team. Again, the front line proving to be too much for the red side team, as they have more tanks, more ways to sustain a bunch of damage. They finally get onto the Twitch and finally kill him, but it is answered the other way, as all the resources spent to kill him, they could not deal with the Yasuo player, the toxic carry, getting on there as well. Apparently the Guardian Angel bugged out on the Yasuo triple. It was up but didn't do anything. Interesting. Although, yeah, you definitely did not respawn. That's lame. Vito, please. Anyway, they're now looking towards this Baron. Is the blue team. They've got to go walk up here as well. H2O Melon has the ability to tank it. Twitch is going to start it up. The red side team does see it as they try to make their way towards it. Cassidy initially went towards the bottom lane, so they might not have enough to be able to contest it. So it's going to be up to Baxo Jam going for the steal. He's not going to be able to secure it. Lucian tries to ult over the wall to try to put in some support and some damage, but instead he's just going to, Baxo Jam is just going to go down to Always Anxious. The bubble is going to be dodged out. Toxic Takeover jumps in. He's going to provide that front line that they need. H2O Melon's going to pick up a double kill now. Another kill is going to go over towards the Toxic carry, so only Hukin left alive for the red side team, and now they're looking to potentially put the game-winning push here now, as these death timers are now up to 50 seconds, and there might not be enough for anyone to deal with these lanes pushing in, as the Toxic Takeover can just tank that mid lane. And yes, they now enjoy their first gold lead of the game as they've made the comeback with potentially a slightly better comp. The ultimate coming to Toxic carry as he tries to do much damage to Hukin. That Zhonya's going to be able to make sure he stays alive, but it might not be enough for them to save this game. Going in hard now towards Hukin is Toxic Takeover. That's going to zone him off from trying to help him stop the turrets. Here comes the rest of the red team. They're spawning now. They have to fight now if they're going to try to get this going, but Always Anxious is just focusing on that Nexus. He's going to go down. He's going to eventually take out Hukin, and a win is going to go over towards the blue team as we experience another loss, unfortunately, for the Lineage Esports team, as the blue team now takes on the victory. Whew. Yeah, your GA didn't go off, eh? Interesting. Alright, well, that was over those games. Apparently I am so far bad luck when it comes to Lineage Esports Shoutcasting. I think we're over 4 when I come into Shoutcaster games. Wait, there was that one game that wasn't on a Tuesday. I think you guys won. I think Lineage won that one. I might be 1-5. I'm still proving to be bad luck, and I apologize. But hopefully next time we're going to pick up a couple more wins when it comes to Lineage Esports, guys. So that's going to be it for today. Those 2 games for today are going to be it for my Shoutcasting. I'm going to take a break and enjoy the rest of my evening. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you to all the new followers today. I don't have notifications stuff set up right now. Mostly just want to get into the groove of doing the stream, and then we'll have that all reset up again. We'll do that. Thanks for casting, Johnny. Yeah, no problem, Sidor. Anytime. But again, we are going to try to do this every Tuesday. Rough start time at around 7 o'clock is when I'm going to get home, and we'll set up a game. Usually games get going at 7:30, so if you want to get that action, do give this channel a follow. If you're interested in card games and stuff too, I also do card games on this stream here and there, so that's another reason to follow if you like that. Liking, following this channel, subscribing would be a huge help and would be really, really awesome if you are into that. But you can also follow me on Twitter at Johnny Esports, and as well at facebook.com/Johnny Esports content. And again, if you go over to my YouTube channel, this guy right here, youtube.com/REJVILLA. That's my YouTube channel. Share this video. This is the one thing I really want to push as much as possible. It's the most free and easiest way to support me as much as you can is to watch this video, watch my Shoutcasting tutorial, like the video, share it, comment, all that jazz. Try to make this give this video as much momentum as possible. Alright, thank you everyone. We will see you next time here on twitch.tv/Johnny Esports. I have been Johnny Esports this whole time. We were joined by Slacks. Thanks again to Slacks for helping us out. Do check it out at facebook.com/position1.gg. Fortnite videos coming along with Slacks and Johnny Esports. That will be really, really fun. I'm terrible at that game, so we'll see how that goes. But again, thank you everybody. We'll see you next time, and I am out of here.